Welcome back, it's Rich, and in this episode, Rich reviews The Beekeeper. Let's go. Welcome back to Rich Reviews, no nonsense movie chat from the UK. So The Beekeeper is the best type of average movie. That is, one that prioritises fun over pretense and welcomes the inevitable belly laugh that goes along with such a ridiculous and extremely violent premise. Jason Statham plays ruthless retired government assassin Adam Clay, who's forced back into berserker mode after a fishing attack targets a kind old lady he rents a barn from. This conspiracy-fueled action showcase that feels like a parody of Jason Statham movies tortures its central metaphor until it can only be understood as what is a bit of a joke. But it's not bad. It's quite amusing watching Jason Statham grimace through the introductory montage. It features Clay as the beekeeper tending to his hives and collecting honey on a picturesque country estate, while landlady Eloise falls for an obviously shady online scam. Director David Ayer of the poor Suicide Squad version prioritises comedy over credibility, portraying the Clay character as the ultimate enforcer whenever America's imperfect system of checks and balances needs adjusting. This is despite the film's ridiculous but hilarious plot. So the film establishes that a shadow organisation known as the Beekeepers have been tasked with protecting society from corruption from the very beginning. The film assumes viewers will believe that the top secret team Clay formerly worked for is above a pay grade of the CIA and the former Chief Wallace Westwood, played by Jeremy Irons, who's sworn to protect the prickly tech guru Derek Danforth, played by Josh Hutcherson. These powerful advisories aren't introduced in the film until after Clay sets fire to the call centre that drove poor Eloise to commit suicide. Eloise's daughter's an FBI agent, but conventional law enforcement in this film's utterly ineffective for some reason in a situation like this. Dealt with in typical Statham fashion, after getting a lead from his beekeeper network, Clay arrives at the building where the trouble's been operated from, casually tells the security officers that he plans to burn the place down, and then proceeds to do just that, which also includes a ridiculously bad attempt to save the drones that are operating the phone lines. David Ayer and screenwriter Kurt Wimmer's overactive imagination leads them to believe that the culprits responsible for draining Eloise's bank accounts, remember she's some old lady in a barn, are as high up the chain as possible, and that includes the White House. Cue a dumb plot idea, but hey ho, you came here for the action and B-puns, and this film is littered with them. Statham stays true to his trademark by portraying the rough Cockney action no-nonsense dude that we've all grown to love. Only amidst the past military skills and working for an organisation known as Beekeepers, he actually does tend to bees. Typical dumb scenario. But what counts most in a genre entry like this is David Ayer's direction of the action scenes, which he does really well, to be fair. The opening half hour or so provides a great set of action sequences that I had a really good time with. It's really decent, it's typical 90s but done well. We also get squads of thugs with massive firearms that stand in queues waiting for Statham to take them out one by one. After he makes decisions to protect the hive, he's then got no problem killing anyone that stands in his way, whether that's some seasoned mercenary military killer that's already killed a beekeeper, or the professionals who report to the CIA Chief Janet Harwood, who's played by Minnie Driver. He'll just kill anyone. It's dumb fun, and you should know what to expect going in. But it's a good version of this. It's a typical 90s action movie, throwback, no nonsense, balls out, but good. If you like that kind of thing, you're going to like this. If you're not interested in that kind of thing, this is not going to work for you. There are things that didn't work, though. After the initial great start and action sequences, we start to get a bit of a slow and plodding middle. And it separates it from such great action movies like John Wick, for example, that I think this is trying to be. I think the budget's not quite there for this too. We also get loads of B-jokes and puns, like stacks of them, and they're just ridiculous to a point that you laugh because they're so bad, rather than because they're funny, which they're kind of supposed to be in the film. The plot too is also stupid on another level. We're supposed to be rooting for Statham, but by the time the movie reaches its climax and he storms in on the US president with a gun, it's kind of silly to think this all started because they've been online scamming old ladies for cash. But there you go. So before I give my final thoughts, if you like what you see today, don't forget to check out my other videos and feel free to like, follow my channel by subscribing for free, and share your thoughts in the comments below. So I'm going to give The Beekeeper a 3 out of 5. I kind of wanted to give it a bit more, but it's a 3 out of 5. I did have great fun with it though. It's not a classic film, but it's a great throwback 90s action movie with really good action sequences. And apart from the odd silly bad Statham movie here and there, we know what we're getting with this reliable UK actor. I'd watch this one on streaming though when it comes there, skip the cinemas. But for now, have you seen The Beekeeper? And if so, leave a comment. But until next time, keep smiling, peeps.